The funniest thing would be for my casual playthrough today to be the fastest hard difficulty run that I get. That would be extremely funny. My main focus today, I would like to be the easy and normal. Like, I don't want to sit the whole day on hard, so if it's not gonna go anywhere in the next hour or so, I'm gonna switch it to something else. Well, the other difficulty. Because I want to at least see the rest of the game. Preferably. On normal, it's very difficult to die. I mean, it is possible, but mainly on Pluto. But Pluto is exactly in the middle, and we have quite a few 8 sprays if we want to. No. No, Nachum. The thing is, this PS2, it's the Japanese PS2. It's the only Japanese PS2 I have. And I don't know how noticeable it is in the last few months, but my PS2 games are mainly Japanese region. I'm playing them on this console. If it breaks in any way, half of my shelf, half of my warehouse is gonna be pretty much useless. You could technically play them on Japanese PS3, the PS2 games, but for that you need a very early Japanese PS3. And that shit is so rare. Like, you have to go to casino and hit 777. Like that's how rare and expensive it is. So I'm trying to avoid playing games on this console when I don't have to. Like, if I can play my game on emulator instead, to do some, like, you know, testing and whatnot, I do it on emulator, and actual runs and gaming, streaming I'm doing on console. Usually, I can play it on my TV as well. Usually. Just so I don't strain and use console too much. Because, you know, electricity sometimes goes out. All your devices turn off immediately. And that can sometimes trigger fuses, burn shit, and you know what I mean. So... Have your games all also foreign, so you can play them without designated console. Yeah. Yep. Time to build new Japanese PS2 with way more features. Uh-huh. Well, I have one. It's even better model than this one. But... it's dead. It's very dead. I mean, it turns on, but there is no picture on the screen, there is no sound, there is nothing. It's very dead. If that thing was alive, I probably would be playing on that instead of this one. This is PlayStation 2 Slim 79K model, which is not the last available one, not the most recent one. But it's second to last that they released. Like, the only newer one is 90K. And I have 90k, but as I said, it's dead. You cunt. Unbelievable. Like, what is he doing today? What a fucker. Well, at least I'm still on green, but now I maybe can get one-shot by hunters. Maybe. Depending on the attack. No, I think it's time for Sony to re-release PlayStation 2. In case you didn't know, PlayStation 2 is the highest selling console in the world. It will probably get overtaken by Nintendo Switch eventually, in a couple of years, maybe 3-4 years if they release a new Switch model Nintendo. But until then, PS2 is the highest selling console, which is quite funny, because even though it's like they sold a lot of them, it's very difficult to find one. Like, there's 150 million of them. Oh, let me go and buy the Japanese one, you know, Japanese console from Japanese manufacturer. Fucking impossible. Where are they? Like, it's like someone owns 100 million of them somewhere. I still think that Nintendo will release eventually some pro version, whatever they're saying right now or not. Like, it has to happen, because it's very clear, I think even to them, that their console is just not cutting it when it comes to performance of video games. For the big time delay between PS2 and PS3 release? Good question. I don't think so, no. They were, I'm not sure, but I think when PS3 came out, they were still selling PS2. Like, they were selling PS2 for what, 10 years or something? That's a lot of fucking years. Much better. Holy shit, I'm rusty at this game. I mean, this controller doesn't help. I like it, it's definitely my favorite one. But holy hell. Sony and their D-pad arrows are dreadful. Absolutely dreadful to make precise movement. This is, again, what are they doing? This is so weird. Insane positioning. Yeah, I like the D-pad on Xbox controllers more because, well, back when I was using them, they had diagonal D-pad as well, like the arrows for diagonal movement. Because on Sony controller, to go diagonally, you need to press up and right arrows. On Xbox controller, you could just, you know, go straight to the place where diagonal upright would be, for example. You don't like any D-pad? I mean, my least favorite is on Switch, but thankfully I didn't have to go diagonally too much on Switch. L1, oh fuck off. Now, chum, why are you doing this? Did I do something to you, like... This is a bad room to be stuck on hard difficulty. Like, in case it isn't obvious. Like, oh, music is gone, nice. 7 empty boxes, like... What? I've never seen this before. I will continue this, like... I feel like on hard difficulty, the keycard is least of your problems. I think Sega controllers were horrid. Yes, they were. I don't have anything to defend with here. I have both Dreamcast and Saturn, and Jesus Christ. I like the concept of the controller for Dreamcast. But when you actually hold it in your hands, it's not very comfortable. Like, it feels like you're holding a giant plate. And you need to use it to play a video game. It was L1, yeah. So, thank you for bad luck, I guess. No, not Blade. No, no, no. Not yet. There might be some Blade 1 action in the second half of next year, if my game ever arrives from Germany. You're thinking about L4, oh. Well. Oh, nice slide. You want to slide along this panel and mash the button to, like, activate it. And by the end of that sliding and mashing, you want to be near the stairs. Sometimes you're not mashing hard enough and you just fly by that panel and you have to go back to press it. Here, yes. Okay, please aggro this cunt. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, there's definitely a chance for Blade 1, and it will be, as Disc says, komplett in Deutsch. Whatever that means. I don't want to Google it to translate it. I'm not ready yet. Completely in German. Is it? Is it really? I was really hoping it isn't, but... Now that I have official confirmation, I guess we're fucked. Could have guessed that. Maybe. Maybe I even did, but didn't want to believe it. Because who the fuck would translate Blade 1 into German, but I guess times were desperate. How are we doing on shotgun? Better than last time, I have 12. Dang. Also, music is still dead. Nice. You know, that wasn't great. That was very panicky, but it was fast. Somewhat. Yeah, we have a lot of people like that. Some of them... It's fair enough, because they never learned. For example, wait, well, how should I put it? Now, I was more thinking about playing it in English. Like, some people don't even want to play the game in English. Well, and by some people, I mean majority. I'm not even talking about native language. Please, can you go down already? Some of them is fair enough, because they never learned English to begin with. They learned German. Because that's the choices that we had back in the day. How's my health? Fine. But some people who do know English still feel like, you know, every game should be translated to our language as well, and there is no other way about it, and they will not play it just out of principle. Like, people who don't know English here, like, even a few words, they're mainly in their 40s, because they were born in Soviet time, where they were learning German. If those people will say, well, I will not play the game in English, I don't know it, then fair enough, but... when there is, like, a world hit game, it has English but no Russian, they say that, no, I won't. Like, it has to be in Russian. Like, I personally don't understand that. Good. Yeah, every game is translated for reasons, and sometimes it's just not worth to translate the game in certain language just because the audience of that country maybe showed disinterest in certain genre or in that particular series. Like, why would they bother about people next time? And for some situations, it's the other way around. They didn't really play our game before because it didn't have Russian, but now let's try making the game, like, have Russian text at least. Maybe more people will play it. But then there is also a situation of Well, it doesn't have Russian voices. I will not. I don't want to read text. I want voices as well. Voices, oh my god. Like, come on now. That's genuinely asking for too much. Nowadays, voices only happen for very, very big titles, so... Like, for me it's very hard to relate to those situations, because if I'm interested in game and I like the game, I can go out of my way and like buy the, you know, I think I showed it before, like that phone holder thing where you put the phone in and then I just activate the Google Translate app and I'm sitting pointing it in my TV so it can translate text on the fly. It's not the best translation possible, but at least it's something. I have a very specific taste in games, so to play those games I have to fuck around a lot. This is bad. Yeah, that's a spit. Yeah, voiceovers do make the game better, but I guess it depends on language, the voice actors, and interest of voice actors in certain, you know, work. Because sometimes, as you may have noticed, the voiceover is so bad you think, I really wish there wasn't one. Because that's, that's just a disgrace. Yeah, the fan one, I very rarely see a fan voiceover, but I guess those exist every now and then. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, chum, what the hell? Wrong year for this song. You're like 15 years too late. Or 20 years too late. Magnum. Health. And hoping for the best. Now we continue shooting. You know what? Yeah, I was thinking, that was quite a few shots already. He should be near dead. Nice. Save some Magnum ammo as well. You're old enough for it. True. True, true, true. What I should really do is to buy a Japanese PlayStation 1, just so we can play PlayStation 1 games on it, instead of abusing my PS2 for it as well. Japanese PS1s are really easy to find. Because no one really needs them. Because PlayStation 2 can play PlayStation 1 games. So everyone is looking for that instead. I have PS1, but it's PAL. Much better. I didn't equip Magnum, fuck! I will do it now, it's fine. Maybe. What? The fuck was that immediate aim to the left somewhere? Excuse me? Rude. I'll take this health. Just because I can. No. Don't think so. I could technically start a fire in chat right now by saying that PS5 is my favorite console, though, after all that praise to PS2.
Because thou hast obeyed my voice.
And I will say it. Nice hesitation. Well. The thing with PS5, I think it's very difficult to deny that it's hardware-wise the best out of all of them. The problem with PS5 is you don't really have much to play things on it still, even though it's been almost 2 years. A good example of what that means is basically you buying a Ferrari. Like, you pay 300,000 euros for a Ferrari, and then you bring it to Russia and you can't drive your Ferrari anywhere because roads are shit. So it basically stands in your garage and you can drive around your house. Like, you have one of the best cars in the world, but you can't do much with it. That's pretty much it. This is really bad. I think I'm... Yeah, I was standing too close. That's not a good fight. Yeah, availability is an issue. Although, I was talking to people and they're saying that it's not an issue to get it in UK. Well, yeah. I guess it is. Okay, that will do. Whatever. Yeah, the only way you can soften the blow is if you have PS4. You can just sell your PS4 for at least, basically anything. And play PS4 games on PS5, because frankly, you will not need your PS4 anymore. You could probably cut down PS5 price by 25% or so. But there is also a question of... maybe you could sell your PS4 for more money later on, someday. The other issue though, PS4 sold quite a lot of units. So for it to be considered that rare, to be expensive in price, probably not gonna happen for a while. For a very big while. Okay. Is there anything funny on the side here that I can take? Literally anything in terms of ammo and whatnot. Fucking empty. Right. Whoops. What are you doing? See how much more difficult it is to aim at Morpheus when this jumping crap is happening. Oh, come on. Whatever. That's the average fight. That's the average fight. Morpheus. The other good thing about Morpheus getting stuck on that little pillars when Morpheus does do it sometimes is that that pillar is really close. So projectile lands pretty fast. Like you're dealing damage faster, so the fight ends quicker. A little bit quicker. I wonder how we're doing on Magnum ammo, considering how much I have wasted it on Halbert. I'm actually interested. Oh god, we have 7 and 4. 11! Just fire all 11 in the target, and we will not have any epilepsy warning. Maybe a little. Maybe just a little of warnings, but not as much as last time. Yeah, if Morpheus keeps spawning the weak spot at the very top, there will be a lot of epilepsy warning. Action going. Hello, Retro. Pew pew indeed. Yeah, streamer wants too much. Very unrealistic. Wishing. Okay. Can I... Just give me some good spawns, please. Oh, that was one. Well, warning. A lot of warning. Please avert your eyes. Should be it. Out. Nice. Well, I say nice, it's shit I miss so much, but I'm just really glad to be done with hard difficulty run. Like, I'm glad it's fucking finished. What a travesty this is. You have two screens flashing. Well, rip. Absolute rip. Is this at least sub 25, please? 2408. Yes. Yes.